Today we're going to make a mantilla veil, and I'm going to be doing that with a thinner lace. I have another tutorial where I was using a very thick lace to do a mantilla, and we are going to go ahead and start by making a mantilla in a waterfall cut. And what that means is the edges are going to ripple down really beautifully, and it's going to have just kind of a nice silhouette, almost like angel wings on the side. This is a 85-inch length veil, and it's in about a 54-inch width. And what we're going to do is I'm going to do a very subtle curve. I'm just going to eyeball a nice little cut here, and like I said, it's going to be very subtle, and I use a rotary cutter to do this because you get a very nice clean edge. I like all of my veils to have very nice clean cut edges. Even if they're hidden underneath the lace, I like it to look beautiful both sides. All right, so we've got a nice curve there. And now for the supplies, we're going to have long needles, some glue. I use fabric tack. I use alcohol and Q-tips for any glue that might land on the veil. That'll help get it off. I've got a 4-inch comb for under the mantilla cap. I've got some crystals to embellish the cap with, some invisible thread, some scissors, and the rotary cutter, which we just used. And I use quilter's tape to determine the center of my veils. All right, now what we're going to do, move all this aside, is I'm going to show you the cap. So the cap is, I've already got it started here. This is basically 2 pieces of this lace flipped. So 2 of these cut out, flip this way. I have one cut here for you. So this is just a piece of this cut off, and then I just flip it this way and I overlay it. Super simple. And so you can glue it on there, and then we're going to sew that permanently in place. And that right there is my cap. Now the center is right here. And because we just basically curved it, we're ready to put on the cap. So I've got the center determined with a piece of tape. And the reason I don't use pins is they don't stay very well for me, and they'll keep falling out. And I just think it's much easier to use the tape, a lot easier. So I'm going to do the scallop edge on this end, and I'm going to determine the center of my lace cap is right here. I'm going to remove that quilter's tape, and then I'm going to go ahead and pin the cap in. And I already showed you there that little area that we overlapped. Like I said, I'll be putting a little bit of glue in there, just a tiny smear to keep it in place. Overlay that on top, and then I'm going to pin it, and then I'll know I need to sew extra on that. And there we go. Our cap is in place. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way around. I'm going to go all the way to the edge. I'm going to start pinning, and then I will meet you at the curve here so I can show you how to release any ease, any bubbles that happen on the curve. And one thing is, it is important to note when you are pinning any lace for any veil, you don't want to do that in your lap. You really just want to be on a flat surface, because if not, it bubbles up and it doesn't look as beautiful. All right, so we've reached the curve here, and I'm looking down. I'm not seeing a bubble. It doesn't always happen. On the more rounded ones, it does happen. But it looks like we may get away with not having to dart. But if you do have a situation where, let's say, it bubbles up a little bit, all you have to do is create a dart in your lace and then overlap it like I did on the cap. If you'll notice, this is what I'm talking about. This little bubble here, that just needs to be released from there. It's super easy to do. So all I'm going to do is come in here and cut the lace just slightly. Be careful of the veil. And then take that piece that I just cut, and then you fold it over, which then creates more of a curve on that lace. And you can go ahead and glue that right now. A little smear of glue just so you know that's all secure. And then I'll pin that, and then we'll sew that in. And that's how that little curve, that little bubble just kind of lays flat now. All right, I'll meet you at the other end. All right, I've met the other end. This is the middle of the back. Now we're going to go all the way and do the other side, and I will meet you back around. Everything stays the same. It's basically a big oval. Finished. I've got it all to the end, and now what we're going to do is a cut here, and I'm going to overlap these pieces to make them feel like one cohesive piece. All right, so we're going to go over the top slightly. Right there. So now it looks like it's one piece, and I'm going to put a little dollop of glue right there, and we'll be able to get most of this lace down with sewing, which will be nice because gluing does take a bit more time, and it's very messy. That's why I have this glue board. All right, so that looks like one nice little connected piece. And now I'm going to take all of this lace, I'm going to sew it on the sewing machine, and that will be our next step. I'm going to start here at the cap, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to sew this edge first, and then I'm going to sew this edge. And it's super easy. I'm going to just show you a little bit, and then I will meet you at the other end. You're going to just lock your stitch, and this is a regular 3 width, 3 length. When you get to a curve, just turn it up and pivot and go back around. And on these little leaves here, I just go back and forth. That way I don't need to glue it. And the most important thing is always lay flat what's in front of you. All right, I'll meet you at the other end. I've arrived at the cap, and so I'm finished, and I just want to do that extra sewing around that one little piece and show you how I do that. Here's the spot where I added the extra lace, so I'm going to start about right here, and I'm just going to go around the edge of that one piece. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go now all the way down the edge of the veil, and I tried to get the netting all the way to this edge here. And this would be a great time to take your pins out as you're going along. All right, I'm at the end, and that just took me about 15 minutes, much faster doing the edge, and I'm going to just finish this up, and then we are going to then put on a comb. Before I put the comb on, I do like to go through and do the finishing work. And so any place that didn't get a little bit of sewing, sort of like this little leaf here, or this little flower here, I basically take a tiny little ball of glue, very little, and I smear it very thinly on the back there. And then my glue board, I just push it down onto the glue board. And that's why I have my rubbing alcohol handy here, in case anything gets on the veil. It comes off pretty easy. Okay, so once you're done with your finished work, then we're going to come back to the comb. And the comb will be very easy to put on. So you have your center already determined. And I'm going to then take the comb and just place it directly under right there. I'm going to put a little dab of glue all the way down. Now when I'm placing this, I want it to be far enough back so this doesn't fling up. The goal is for it to cap forward on the head, making sure that's centered. All right, let's quickly do a whip stitch and sew that on. And there's our little cap. And now we're going to do a little bit of embellishment. And I'm going to embellish a little bit on this cap with these glass rhinestones. These are flat back. They're not hot fix. They've got a little foil back on them. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to put them throughout, and I'm going to put a little dollop glue down, and I'm just going to place it right on there on any of the flowers and just kind of make it real pretty. And if you love learning about laced edge veils, check out this playlist and you will learn all about how to put lace edges on all kinds of veils. See you later, veil makers.